Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I am Nicole. And for those of you that are coming back around, it's lovely to have you guys. As always, I appreciate you. This reading is going to be the daily collective message. I've been a little off task as I have not gotten these out in a week. It's been a little busy, a little crazy, but it's all right, right? Life happens. So today is September 20th, Tuesday, September 20th. I looked at the date before I decided to get on here, and then I still almost forgot. So Tuesday, September 20th, we're gonna check out what's going on collectively for everybody today. So this is gonna be for all of you. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button yet, I encourage you to do so. And then, you know, with the daily readings like this, make sure that you're taking what does resonate for you and leaving the rest behind. This could be a message for anybody. This could be a message for just a couple of you. It could be a message for none of you. Who knows, right? So whenever you find this, tarot is timeless. Take it for what it is, but I will post dates as to setting the intention of when this is supposed to be for. So let's get into it, guys. Get a couple cards here. Daily collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? All right, so two of the mantras that have come out, sharing shame, and it states, when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be, and greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. So guys, to me, you know, when we share our story, and this is kind of funny, I just did a live feed last night on Facebook for what I do here, and talked about sharing the things that I have endured in the past year. And so to share, we heal our souls through that way. And for some of you, you may be in a space where, you know, you're learning to stand up and step into your voice. That when we let those burdens go, dropping the burdens of the past, healing the heart space, opening ourselves up to new opportunities, we are greeting wellness. We are stepping into letting go of those heavy burdens and stress, even though it is just a word, and even though it cannot be seen per se, it creates a very toxic energy on our bodies, our mind, our spirit, our soul, physically, mentally, emotionally. And when we're able to step in and own our truth and move forward, we do great wellness as a result. We get to step into a greater version of ourselves. It does create balance. It creates an awareness within you that you release and let go of those, you know, it's kind of like get the feeling of the 10 of Wands there, those burdens. So hang on to that. All right, let's see what else. I apologize for the weird lighting in here. My ring light died this morning, you know, just right along with Mercury retrograde. I lost a headlight burnout. I had a cell phone charger die. So shout out to Mercury retrograde for doing its thing. It is not failing us this time around for sure. So why would the ring light not die today as well? So, all right. One more card, Spirit. Okay. This is a lot of feminine energy to me. And you know, males can also step into their feminine role as well. So we've got woman holding a coin, community, and the thinking woman. I feel like for some of you, you're being guided. I'm catching two stories. So Spirit is saying that for some of you, you're being guided. You may have committed to or found your soul tribe that's helping you step into the beauty of who you are. And now it's a lot of planning and strategizing. It's really funny because the energy that I get from these two cards goes from very serious to, hey, let's enjoy this, to getting back to business. So you may be finding yourself trying to balance, and we talked about the greeting wellness is also about balancing, where you're able to experience a lot of things right now with a lot of various people around you. Like there's a time for work and there's a time for play is how this is coming across. You may be very much more work oriented, setting goals, taking charge of situations, making moves, following your intuition, hanging on to balance when it comes to financial stability, and then strategizing moving forward as well. For others of you, I feel like this may be a family dynamic. To me, the woman holding a coin appears to be a bit younger. She gives me a younger vibe, whereas the thinking woman appears to me to be a bit older, a little more matured. To me, this may be an understanding of a mother-daughter. I'm really getting the feeling of a mother-daughter complexity there, where you both are very, very matured, and yet very, I'm hearing analytical from spirit, extremely analytical about what it is you do, why you do it. For some of you, you may be more spiritually involved if you're on the younger side of that. If you're the older one, you may be more of a logical thinker, that it has to be done in a given way, maybe following traditions, where you're much more into studying. But the dynamic here between the two of them is, I'm here, Spirit saying mastermind. Masterminding whatever the situation is. I don't feel like there is a rift per se, but I also, again, another story. And for others of you, this may be someone that maybe you feel like you're in competition with, you're dealing with from the other side. It's kind of like, may the best person win. It's kind of funny, but yet you've got community sitting there in the middle, maybe vying for the attention of something there. Indecision on the underneath of the overall energy. Maybe not being sure where you stand with this person, or their energy. You know, it's a very interesting dynamic. I'm not quite sure how to put words to this. Spirit saying someone always comes out on top. So, you know, invest to things wisely is what I'm going to say. This is a very interesting reading. I don't think I've ever really gotten anything like that yet, because there's a time of change that has occurred, completion that has happened, a balancing, that yin and yang energy sitting there, a balancing act. You know, competition only exists if you let your ego take over. So, you know, if you're finding yourself in a space of ego, let that go. Let that go. For some of you, you may be learning from another woman. You know, again, I hate to put roles to it, but that really is how it comes across to me. Oh my gosh. We'll get it out. Holy crap. Okay, got the Empress and the Ace of Swords on the split there. All right, we're going to clarify. Woman holding coins. She's an Empress. She's creating new things, building new lives. And she's doing it through a sense of clarity. Like there's a renewed clarity attached to her. Wish fulfillment on the horizon. Somebody may be making some kind of offers or propositions to you at this time. They seem to come across heartfelt to me, but I feel like there's a bit of indecision, Seven of Cups underneath that, as to what the true intentions of these people around you may be. Page of Wands, a lot of pages there, a lot of immature energy, Seven of Cups on the bottom. I would be cautious. I do feel like you're following your intuition at this time. You may choose, excuse me, to sit on things for a little bit because you recognize that no matter what you do, if you're going to invest, you're going to fully invest emotionally into whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And if you don't feel like people are on the right frequency with you, you'll walk away from those choices. You're not going to sit in that. So, you know, pay attention to that. You're going to be able to see through any illusion that may be sitting there. You know, the Page of Wands, sometimes I get him as a great energy, that olive branch kind of energy, but I also get him sometimes to be selfish. This particular dude here today is kind of like, he seems very focused on himself. So make sure that whatever you're doing is coming out in balance, as we talked about in the beginning of the reading, that the balance is the key to life and all of our infinite miracles. So if there's not balance, you know that it's not for you. Clarifying community, we've got Justice, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords. And then the Hierophant underneath that. So Libra and Taurus. You got Cancer, Pisces there. So with community, I'm going to say, I feel like somebody is watching. Somebody is watching and paying attention, that, you know, you may be in a position where you've walked away from something and need to walk away from things because you recognize that somebody's been trying to get away with something for quite some time. You know, that Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, deceiving, you know, and it's like you've turned your back to whatever this is. I feel like you've really thrown it out to the hands of the universe. You've surrendered to that situation, whatever it might be. A lot of third-party energy surrounding this. You've got the community, you've got that Three of Wands. This may be a long time coming, but I feel like, you know, that Seven of Swords is crawling, creeping to that Justice card. What I feel like is whoever this is or whatever they've done, they don't see this coming. You may not see this coming if this is you. So it's kind of like taking what you can get and running forward with it. But understand that justice always prevails, that karma always prevails. You can do things, say things, behave in a certain manner behind closed doors, and think that your secrets are being hidden, but in due time, it always comes out in the wash. So if you're living in integrity, you have nothing to worry about. If you're being a shithead, you've created your own situation. So, you know, discern, you know, if that's somebody you're dealing with, or if there's things that you've not been in full integrity for yourself, indecision, again, still sitting at the bottom of the deck there. So this thinking woman, a lot of different scenarios going on today. Looks like I've got some lion's mane going on, golly. Okay. The Emperor. Here. Okay, we're gonna throw out the entire damn deck. Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate you. To me, this thinking woman, we got the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, the World, and then on top of all of that, we've got the Tower, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, the Chariot, the Star, the Strength. Holy shit. A whole lot of majors. A whole lot of majors. They're faded, right? Major arcanas can't be changed. They are what they are. You can play small with, you know, some of the, with the free will energy of the minor arcanas in the deck. But when you've got the Emperor and the Nine of Swords, you know, if you don't doubt yourself right now. This pertains to, I'm going to give this two situations again. This is what Spirit is showing me, right? So if you have stepped into your masculine energy, male or female, of course, it does not matter. We all have both sides to us, finding that balance, right? For some of you, I feel like you've stepped into this powerful position in your life where you've gained a lot of insight and wisdom. You've learned to be stern where you need to be, you know, potentially creating boundaries. It was a long time coming. Nine of Swords energy, it may have caused a lot of sleepless nights. It may have caused you a lot of headaches. It may have caused you a lot of strife. Moving into that Royal card, closing that cycle out and letting shit burn down to the ground and walking away from it. Where there's endings have to occur for new beginnings to start. You know, so I feel like for some of you, this has been very beneficial. And it will in the long run, because behind that, you've got the Queen of Wands, you know, standing your ground, taking the action. You're fully aware, knowledgeable. The Wheel of Fortune, closing cycles out. King of Cups. I'm going to say for some of you, there's people around you, not just a particular person, but offering you love and help. And then you've got the Star and the Strength and the Chariot. Like, you know, you're moving forward. You're changing things up. You're not going to stay where you've been. For others, and this may be for you, this may be for somebody that you're dealing with, you know, if someone, you know, came off or chose to pretend to be an emperor, deep down within, they also know that that's, I'm going to say it's not the truth. They're not living in their truth. And, you know, the world's going to come in to balance this out. It's going to change the direction of how things are going to go, because it's like somebody's hanging on. You know, you've got that tower, it's collapsing. You've got people falling from it. you know, with disruption and strife and change and in destruction, and the Eight of Cups. And it's kind of like, you know, they need to walk away, but they refuse to with that or the Eight of Pentacles sitting there. It's like they're walking away, but yet they're still trying to keep that cycle open with the Seven of Cups, trying to find a way back in is how it comes across to me. So, you know, you guys, if you know, you're the person trying to come back around or something like that, understand that if it didn't work the first time, the odds of it working the second time around, it's not very good. It's, you know, it's like, that's been the thing lately. I really feel, yeah, you got that Empress there. Got the Empress. Like there may have been a split at some point between two people. It took a long time coming to get to that Empress energy, male or female. She might have walked away from that Emperor because he wasn't truly being the Emperor at that point. Very dominating, very controlling. So at that point, you just got to get up and walk away. You know, stand in your independence, stand in who you are. All right, guys, let's get a few other cards here, some advice, and then we're going to wrap this up because I've got the signs to do for the week. So I know I keep switching things up on you guys, and I apologize. I'm trying to find what fits best, works best in the schedule and life, and what I feel like is being gifted to us at that time, or what it, you know, what I'm being called to do. So bear with me. It's that Gemini moon. All right, let's see. 2 cards of advice, please, Spirit. The Rose's Kiss and Spirit of Gratitude. Some of you, you've really come into your own. You really, you know, be cute, haha, blossomed. Spread your wings, fly. I feel like some of you really have luck on your side. Just remember that not everybody is for you, though. You know, where there are roses, there are thorns. So, you know, you've got to be careful, but you also may be guarding your space as well. You know, the thorns on the rose bush are meant to protect the rose, right? And so you may have your guard up, and there that falls on top of that woman holding coin. You know, she's following her intuition. She's aware of what's around her. She's not going to be stupid about it. A spirit of gratitude, thankful for the lessons that you've learned moving forward, understanding that through, you know, the mud and the muck, just like the lotus, you are gaining insight and wisdom, ears wide open. And what's interesting about this particular cup on this card, which I've never noticed before until just now, and I've used this deck a bunch of times, those handles, they're not handles, they're ears. So listening, prayer, as well as paying attention to what's around you. You know, you've got that Seven of Swords that's laying underneath that particular space right there. It's being aware, being thankful for what it is that you do have around you, and letting go of what does not. 47, Sacred Reverence, with the thinking woman. You're moving into a space of love and capacity. You might have the heart space under lock and key for a little while, and that's okay. Sometimes we need to just kind of pause and reflect before we open up, because we don't want to open up in a way that is going to potentially harm us. You know, we don't want to repeat past mistakes, but at the same time, you also don't want to keep that heart space closed down either, because then it cuts you off from experiencing other things and giving yourself self-love and compassion. Interesting enough, we got 47 and 47 on top of one another, breaks down to an 11. So some of you, 11 could be significant for you right now. Know that you're divinely protected in whatever you're walking into, whatever has changed with this particular situation. You know, there's a lot of worry. You've got the Tower there, the Eight of Cups, the World card. A cycle has completed. You are divinely protected moving forward. There is no doubt about that. So, all right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you all are doing very well. Get some other videos out today, get a lot of things done. That's the goal. As always, I'm wishing you guys the best day ever. I'll get back to you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye.